All right, let's talk about the SAT. We're going to break down the single most powerful strategy for absolutely crushing it. Seriously, this is the one technique that separates the top scores from, well, everyone else. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to use it too.
Okay, let's just get right to the heart of it. Check this out. On the left, you've got what most people do. They frantically search for the right answer. But look at the right side. This is the secret sauce. High scores, they don't search, they eliminate. Their entire focus is on finding and killing the 3 wrong answers. It sounds like a small thing, but trust me, this little shift in perspective, it changes the entire game.
So why does this even work? Well, you have to understand something really important about the SAT. It's not a normal test of what you've learned in school. No, it's a game. A really specific, tricky game that's designed with its own set of rules and, you guessed it, its own set of traps.
See, the whole test is built to reward a very specific way of thinking. It's designed to hide these little traps inside answers that look totally right, super tempting. It's not trying to find the most creative person in the room. Nope. It's rewarding the person who just follows the rules to the letter. And maybe most importantly, it's set up to punish you for overthinking and for second-guessing yourself.
Okay, so if it's a game, how do you win? Simple. You flip the entire game on its head. You just stop playing their game, which is basically find the needle in the haystack. Instead, you start playing your game, which I like to call get rid of the junk. From now on, your one and only goal is to aggressively, ruthlessly eliminate the wrong answers. And here's exactly why that's so much better. Think about it. Trying to solve for the right answer from thin air, it's a huge mental load. It's slow, it's exhausting, especially when that clock is ticking down. But elimination, it's just easier. It takes the weight off your brain, it saves you a ton of time, and, this is the big one, it makes you way more accurate when the pressure is on. This right here should be your new mantra for the SAT. It's not about being a genius who can do complex math in their head or, do some deep literary analysis on the fly. It's about clear, simple, decisive action. Less thinking, more winning. That's it. That's how you beat this thing.
And you know what the best part is? The wrong answers aren't random. Not at all. They're actually super predictable. They're built using these specific, repeatable patterns of deception, which we're going to call the 3 lies. And once you learn how to spot them, they stick out like a sore thumb. So here they are. And this is the key takeaway. Almost every single wrong answer on the entire SAT falls into one of these 3 buckets. You've got rule breakers, meaning changers, and scope errors. Seriously, if you can get good at spotting these 3, you can dismantle pretty much any question they throw your way. So let's break them down. First up, rule breakers. You're going to love these. Why? Because they are objectively 100% wrong. There's no gray area. They break a fundamental rule of grammar or math or logic. Think about the grammar section. If you see a sentence with a clear error, like a subject-verb disagreement, any answer choice that doesn't fix that error is a rule breaker. It's instantly wrong. No debate. You see it, you cross it out, and you move on. Done. Okay, next up, meaning changers. The SAT is so sneaky with these. This is where an answer choice will use a bunch of words straight from the passage so it looks familiar, but it twists the meaning just a little bit, just enough to be wrong. You have to be ruthless with these. If an answer changes the original meaning in any way, even slightly, it's gotta go. It's a lie. Get rid of it. And number 3, scope errors. Basically, these are the answers that are just too much. They're either too broad or too specific or just too extreme. You need to develop an allergy to words like always, never, only, every. The correct SAT answer is almost always moderate and provable. So when you see an answer choice making some huge absolute claim, that's a massive red flag. It's almost always a trap. All right, so now we have our three lies: rule breakers, meaning changers, and scope errors. Let's put them to work. We're going to see how you can use this elimination strategy across the entire test. Because this isn't just for reading or grammar, this is for the whole shebang. So for SAT reading, your new mantra is prove it. That's it. If you can't point to a specific line or phrase in the text that directly supports an answer choice, it's wrong, period. Cut anything that isn't explicitly there. Cut anything with those extreme words we talked about. That's a scope error. And definitely cut anything that twists the author's tone or purpose. That's a meaning changer.
Now, for SAT grammar, or writing and language, this is where spotting rule breakers turns you into an absolute machine. Please, do not trust what sounds right. The test creators know you do that, and they use it to trick you. Instead, you need to actively look for the specific rule being tested. Is it commas? Is it pronoun agreement? Whatever it is, find the rule and then just eliminate every single answer that breaks it. It's that simple.
And yes, you can absolutely do this in the math section too. You can often eliminate answers before you even start doing the calculations. I mean, think about it. If the question asks for the length of something, can the answer be a negative number? No way. It's a rule breaker. Eliminate it. Or if an answer just doesn't make logical sense in the context of the problem, get rid of it. A quick sanity check can often knock out one or two choices right away. Okay, let's talk about that moment. That moment we all hate. You've done great, you've eliminated two answers, and now you're stuck between the last two. They both look kind of right, your confidence starts to waver. What do? Well, don't panic. There's a rule for this exact situation. Let's call it the two left rule. When you're down to two choices on the SAT, here's what's almost always happening. One of them is designed to be super tempting, but it has one tiny fatal flaw. It's usually a subtle meaning changer or a scope error. And the other one, the correct one, it's usually kind of boring. It's straightforward, it's directly supported, and it just works. You have to burn this into your brain. The SAT loves boring. It does not want your clever, creative, complex interpretation. It wants the simple, precise, rule-following answer. So when you're stuck between two and one feels a little too clever, pick the other one. Pick the boring one. You'll be right way more often. And this all plays into the bigger game theory of the test. Remember, there's no penalty for a wrong answer anymore. None. But you know what there is a penalty for? Wasted time. A huge one. The clock is your real enemy here. So eliminate what you can, make your best guess from what's left, and move on. Do not get bogged down.
Okay, this all leads to the final piece of the puzzle. This is the big one. It's more than just a technique, it's a complete mindset flip that's going to change how you see the entire test.
Right now, when you hit a hard question, you probably ask yourself, do I know this? Stop. You have to stop asking that question. It is a total anxiety trap. All it does is focus your brain on what you don't know, and that's what leads to panic. Instead, I want you to start asking this question. Ask yourself, which of these answers are impossible? You see the difference? This question changes everything. It takes that anxiety and flips it into a feeling of control. Suddenly, you're on the offense. You're not a victim of the test anymore. You're a hunter, actively looking for the flaws.
Really let this sink in. You don't beat the SAT by knowing everything. You're not supposed to be a genius who just knows all the answers. You beat it by being a really good detective, by being great at spotting lies and refusing to pick them.
So, with this strategy in your back pocket, you're not just taking a test anymore. You're playing a game, and now you know the rules to win. So the only question is, are you ready to stop searching and start eliminating? Because that right there is the key to unlocking your absolute best score.